The ancient past is gone. We want to know the history of the Earth and what's been on this planet before us. And it's so important because it keeps people interested and invested in science. They say dinosaurs are a gateway to the rest of science because it takes so many disciplines to understand them and their contemporaries and every other extinct animal or organism, right? My name is Charles Nye. I run a scientific illustration or Paleoart social media chain called The Paint Paddock. Instagram is my primary vector. Scientific papers are hard to read. A picture or an illustration or a model is a lot more tangible. People understand that universally. Am I just trying to show the animal in the field guide kind of way, or do I want to demonstrate it interacting with other things in the environment? So that's the first thing you have to do. You have to kind of envision what the final product is going to be. And then you hit the books. There's literature, there are diagrams, there are so many smart people in this world, and it'd be a crime to not incorporate some of their knowledge. And you try to compile together an idea of what this animal looks like in your head, and then you hit the rough sketch, and then you get into the nitty-gritty of the anatomy. For color, I like to look to modern animals for inspiration, but not to copy. Everything evolves as a result of its environment. So it makes sense that certain organisms living in similar environments or occupying similar ecological niches will have a similar color palette or patterns. And if not identical, you get an idea of what's possible or what's probable. Look at the ocean. All the big predators in the ocean are counter-shaded, dark top, light bottom. So if I'm illustrating a mosasaur or a plesiosaur or an ichthyosaur, they're probably going to be counter-shaded. And this is without any extra data. Some extinct organisms have preserved melanosomes and other structures that preserve indicators of color. Ultimately, at the very end, you come with a product that you can share with the world. My favorite piece, period, has to be the Brachiosaur I just did most recently. So this is whole piece that shows a Brachiosaurus next to a Dryosaurus at a watering hole. So this Dryosaur is still a large animal, is dwarfed by the Brachiosaur. Not only is it dwarfed by the Brachiosaur, there's this whole flock of white somethings. They could be pterosaurs or birds flying past the Brachiosaur to show its scale. But I think that Brachiosaur piece is kind of where I want my art direction to go. I want to move to a place where I could do more complete illustrations of whole habitats and environments to put these creatures into context. It's the most concrete way someone's going to ever see their work in paleontology or geology or whatever fully realized. This is the closest you'll get. And I know that whenever I make a dinosaur, a kid will look at it, or someone who's young, or someone who forgot they love dinosaurs is going to look at it and maybe get inspired to do something involving science in the future. If science becomes a normal part for more people's lives, we're going to see a very different, very good world develop, I think. So it's trying to carry that torch of inspiration is what keeps me going, at least, and what keeps me wanting to make things better.